I'm Stephen Foskett from Tech Field Day, and we are here at Intel Cloud Day in San Francisco. Intel had a number of great announcements this morning, but one of the announcements that I saw come across the Twitter was that my friends from AppFormix were here as well. And so, Sumeet, I wanted to ask you, what is it that AppFormix is doing with Intel, and what are you excited about here?
So we've been working very closely with Intel for the last several months to integrate Intel RDT technology into our product.
Yep.
The AppFormix product is all about like real-time analytics and control of your cloud infrastructure. And RDT, the technology which is available in the the Xeon E5 V4 for the very first time, it gives you very granular visibility into how the different workloads are using the cache and memory resources.
Yeah.
And also it gives you the ability to control how each of the individual workloads is consuming those resources.
Yeah, and that's really your thing.
That's
right?
our
I mean,
thing.
it's like Intel added this for you, kind of. Not
absolutely.
Not.
Yeah. But it's not just that it's our thing, but what's really useful here, or like how we can really make a big impact here, is that everything we do, right? We're all about real time.
Yep.
Right. We want to be able to read these counters, process them, analyze them, get some intelligence out of them in real time, and then be able to apply some control policy in real time. And the technology that we have, the architecture that we use, kind of just directly fit in with the technology. I mean, it's almost like it was built for us.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It seems kind of like it was. You didn't sneak this in here, did you?
No, absolutely not. But I would have loved to.
Yeah. And I mean, what's more real time? What could be better than having metrics coming right out of the CPU?
Yeah.
And they're the metrics that you are looking for.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
You use.
Yes.
In real time.
Yeah, and they need. I mean, so we can now grab these metrics, analyze them in sub-second intervals, and also do the control policies in sub-second intervals.
That's fantastic.
I mean, the distributed architecture we had just fit straight in.
Yeah.
And I mean, in testing, what we've been able to kind of like suck out of the technology is about 51% improvement in web server latency times. It's pretty high.
Yeah.
About 20-30% improvement in just general web server performance. Again, pretty high. And I mean, it's completely integrated into our platform. So if you're using Kubernetes and orchestrating Docker containers, or you're using OpenStack and running VMs, in both of those cases, it's available. It's generally available in our platform.
Yeah.
And now, as a user, as an application developer at a very high level, you can say, hey, these are the different applications I'm going to be running on the infrastructure. This is how I want to prioritize them. And you give us the policy, you execute the application, we're analyzing it in real time, and if needed, we implement the control policy in real time. It's all in a distributed way.
And the Xeon, the E5 V4 is actually, it's not some future thing.
No, it's real.
It's here. It's real.
Here. We had one of these servers in our lab for the last several months.
Yeah.
We got to play with it. It's real.
And I'm hearing that the server OEMs are already ready to ship them. I'm talking to Cisco. I'm talking to Dell, and they're saying, they're here. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad, and I'm really glad to see you here, and I'm glad to see that AppFormix is moving forward.
We are glad to be here too.
So again, Stephen Foskett from Tech Field Day. If you Google Tech Field Day AppFormix, you'll actually see a whole bunch of video of this guy talking about what it is that AppFormix is doing.
Yeah.
And so you can figure out what they're going to use these counters for. But of course, you couldn't talk about that when we recorded those videos.
I think now
you can.
Being real time makes sense.
Yeah, now it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Steve.
Sumeet Singh, Stephen Foskett, techfieldday.com, appformix.com.
Absolutely.
All right.
Appformix.com.